Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. I'm Peter Drury, and it's my chance to say that it is an absolute delight to have Jim Beglin beside me.
Well, thanks, Peter. There's a great sense of anticipation in this stadium, and I've been hit by it too.
Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already. Borussia Dortmund have opted for a 4-4-2 formation.
Well, what I like about this system, Peter, is the way in which both central midfielders have to work in tandem. If one opts to go forward, the other...
Great chance! Superb goal!
Well, once more, it's him. And we can't be surprised because his instinct for doing this is incredible.
And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. Griezmann was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. And the pass is intercepted. In with the challenge, and here's Messi. And here's Messi. Xavi Alonso. Roberto Carlos. And that's a nicely shaped ball. Van der Sar gets his hands on it, and the danger is averted. And no, that is pretty much the end of that.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
And he's only too happy to take that back. Now it's Mackay. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Now it's Cruyff. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Lovely pass, but can he get there? That is a crunching tackle. Well, he's not happy with that challenge, but the referee has let it go. Griezmann. Albert Ferrer. Park Ji-sung. Now it's Messi. It's a good spell of possession, this.
Bangladesh are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
Mackay showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Passing is crisp and sharp. Van Basten. No, again, there's no way through. Borussia Dortmund look happy to sit back for the moment here.
Yeah, everything they're doing screams counter-attack, but it's a long counter-attack. When they win it back, they're not wasting any time. They're just trying to get the runners away as quickly as possible.
Howson. Van Basten. Kessié is a perfect combination of brain and brawn. Roberto Carlos. Cruyff. Oh, easy pickings there. Nicely aimed pass. Roberto Carlos is in a really good position out wide. And he's quick to get it clear again. Now it's Messi. That's a pretty loose pass. Xavi Alonso. Howson clears.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
And here's Van Basten. Van Basten! He scores! They have grabbed themselves an equaliser.
Well, it looks like we have ourselves a real game here now, Peter. They've been rewarded for their courage, for their attitude, for their application, and now they'll want another.
No space, no problem. You just cannot stop him.
Yeah, he won the jostle, and it was a very good finish, and I think he'll go away feeling pretty good about that one.
It's Van Basten! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
And we have our very first corner. Cleared without hesitation. And it's Cannavaro. And he's had a shot! Oh, the ball's run loose here. And that has been cut short. Roberto Carlos. And he's made sure that's not getting through. Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
Bangladesh clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
And he cuts out the supply. Passes coming off in quick succession here. No, not quite on the same wavelength. Xavi Alonso. Now it's Mackay. Roberto Carlos. And here's Cruyff. Kessié. Now it's Griezmann. Now it's Van Basten. And this is Messi. Van Basten. Now it's Van Basten. Cruyff. Now it's Guti. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Xavi Alonso. Cruyff. Challenged just a bit on the firm side. Oh, he certainly caught him there. It's a free kick. And he's going to have his name taken. Well, here's a man adored by many, even deified by some, and reclaimed it in a trice. Griezmann. And it's Messi. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Cruyff. Oh, perfectly measured that. Oh, that's fabulous. Zanetti. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Griezmann. Now, what about a counter-attack? Now it's Griezmann, and he welcomes it in, and he's in on goal! A really close shave, and the last action of the first half. Well, the glass is either half full or half empty. Neither side yet truly to impose themselves, and it's level pegging at half-time. Some first-half thoughts?
Bangladesh will be pretty happy with the way they've performed so far. They remained calm after going behind, and they were able to raise the intensity, get their equaliser. So this isn't bad at all.
So in they come for the break with nothing to separate them. The score 1-1. And that's the second half started. Howson promptly onto that, and that is that. Kessié. And this is Griezmann. Oh, no question, that's a foul. That is some save from Khan! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Messi is offering a wry smile there.
It's their second corner of the game. Maldini getting this one clear. Oh, shooting chance! Borussia Dortmund are looking to go forward now. And that pass just didn't quite work. Van der Sar with the clearance. Now, can they get him away? Lovely ball, and the finish! He's scored!
Oh, he's quite the pro. The speed and sharpness in his game gives him an advantageous edge, and he applies it with lethal effect. He's class, real class.
So smooth, a signature finish.
Well, I was impressed with both the movement and the pass, both causing lots of problems for that defence.
Well, it's an inspired substitution. Terrific move by the boss.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for. Now it's Van Basten. Works it forward. Knocks it into space. Well, he has slightly undercooked that one.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Rakib. Zanetti makes the interception. Borussia Dortmund are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape, certainly when defending at least, because they've got to be ready to hit them hard on the counter-attack, and that seems to be the plan.
Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. My name's Peter Drury, and here's my co-commentator for the game. It's Jim Beglin.
Well, I can tell you I'm truly delighted to join you, Peter, and thank you very much for that.
Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already.
Well, Roy Mackay will be key here, Peter. He'll be leading the line, operating as the target man. We all know how good he is in the air and how good he is when the area is crowded.
One of the very best in the business, isn't he?
And his numbers certainly say so. So many of his goals coming on the break, of course. And I think this team will be set up to counter-attack to suit his style.
And we have our very first corner. And that has been knocked clear. And they've got a throw. Kessié. This looks promising. And he's had a hit! An attempt which, in hindsight, was probably just beyond him.
Well, he's never the sort to doubt his own capabilities. Always fancies himself, no matter what the situation.
Roberto Carlos. It's Cruyff. Messi was only too happy to help out in defence.
He's dealt with that very well, Peter. It's a real show of discipline.
And he's been shifted off it. Now it's Van Basten. Well, that's beautifully weighted. He is through here! He's come in hard. And this is it's Van Basten! There it is!
Well, they would have been looking at him to produce the goods, and that was very kind of him to oblige so early.
So, a breakthrough already. And he's only too happy to take that back. Now it's Batistuta. Now it's Van Basten. Nicely aimed pass. And it's Cruyff. Cruyff. And this is Cruyff. They've got a corner here. Cannavaro getting this one clear. Alonso. So just the one early goal to report so far. 1-0 the score. Might be danger here. He's free. He has got space. Kessié. And it's lofted through here. Oh, well measured. He's picked his way through. Griezmann was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Cruyff. Batistuta, someone who can always claim to be the most immaculate finisher. He's in a great position here. Xavi Alonso. Kessié. Aimed beyond the defence. Oh, that's well spotted. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
Messi! A collective sigh of relief from the defence.
He's a lucky boy there. You lose the ball like that, and usually you're going to get punished.
Xavi Alonso. And this is He's having a shot! It's there! They have come roaring back!
Well, I always thought they had it in them, Peter. They upped the quality as needed, and once they got going, they were awfully hard to stop.
That is a super smooth goal, beautiful manoeuvring of the ball, and splendid authority in the finish.
Yeah, the touch before the finish is so often the critical part, and we've just seen an example.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
Good ball, good Can he finish? And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Mackay really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Midway through the first period, and it's looking quite a game here. And here's Griezmann. Cruyff. Xavi Alonso. And it's Cruyff. That looks a good ball through. Park Ji-sung. Cruyff. Xavi Alonso. Howson cuts out the pass. Albert Ferrer has a look and plays it forward. And they're not going to make any further progress now. Now it's Van Basten. Now it's Kessié. It is a corner. Corner number 2 then. Another corner. Any better luck this time round? Corner number 3 coming up. And that has been cleared. Howson attempts a clearance. Cannavaro. Cruyff, a true great in every sense of the word. And now they can clear their lines. And here's Messi. It's gone backwards. Tries to pass it through. And the shot! Messi finds himself offside.
There they go, hunting again.
Roberto Carlos. Cruyff. Oh, it's come loose. And here's Roberto Carlos. He's got plenty of space out wide here. Shapes to shoot! Oh, the ball's come loose here. Swings in across. Climbs up big! And oh, he's got that completely wrong.
Yeah, it wasn't the worst decision in the world to go for the shot, even if he was being closely marshalled.
And this is Griezmann. And this is Van Basten. Roberto Carlos. Park Ji-sung. Cruyff. Deftly away. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Finds himself unceremoniously floored. Nothing wrong with that tackle. Ball won cleanly. And here's Mackay.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
And Messi! Oh, it's hit the post. Oh, no, it's an own goal!
No, I've been there myself, and that's the last thing he wanted to happen. I really sympathise.
So one moment's crazy confusion, but they all count.
Well, that's something you don't expect at a match like this, but I guess you have to take whatever way it comes, and very gratefully.
And here's Mackay. Guti is onto this. Griezmann. Works it forward. That is good alertness. Messi. Roberto Carlos. And it's Xavi Alonso. I think that's offside. Yes, it is. Roberto Carlos. And this is Batistuta.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
And that'll be the last act of the first half. So we have here a genuinely competitive game with neither team truly in control. A single goal the difference at half-time. And neither side holding back here. It has been quite a half, this.
Well, I think the message from the manager at half-time will be pretty simple, Peter. He's going to want them to play at a higher tempo, press more, higher up the pitch, pass quicker, and entice the opposition out of position. He knows how crucial the next goal will be.
Very little in it. The score at half-time is 2-1. And if you're just back from your break, you've missed very little of the resumption of the second half. Looking to play him in. Rakib makes the interception. Big chance! They've done it! And this is getting better and better. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
So the lead now is 2.
That has the feeling of a breath of fresh air, Peter, and now they can fill their lungs and just blow them away.
Now it's Van Basten. Nicely weighted ball. Always onto this. Oh, that's fabulous. Park Ji-sung! And that is certainly not what he had in mind.
Well, that always looked a little ambitious for me, but still, at least he had the confidence to take it on.
That is ended up in no man's land. That's a little off target. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
Forward tracking back like that, always appreciated by the crowd.
Well, it's not a surprise to see that these days, all part of a forward's duties. Guti really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Shoots! And it's there! And they are cruising away. Another moment of magic, a real wow moment.
That's what he lives for, Peter. Not a lot more to add.
So now the difference is 3.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
Now it's Guti.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Expertly cut out, really nicely done. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Oh, good-looking ball. Messi. He's got away. Oh, that is asking for trouble. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him.
That appeared to be an inevitable outcome. Too much traffic.
So the manager can make a change for the first time in the game here. Albert Ferrer. Xavi Alonso. Tries to play it through. Shot could be... Shot, surely! And he hits the net! It could be a lifeline! 2 more needed! That was fabulous. The most adept of touches, the smoothest of finishes.
Well, I think he knew all he had to do was get it under control, and it was always going to end up in the back of the net thereafter.
And it didn't take him long. Just sitting on the bench and waiting moments ago, already he has scored.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
There's the shot! They've scored! Well, how's that for a class finish?
Well, he's a defender's nightmare. You try to send him one way, and he just slips the other.
It's starting to look like a done deal now. Good defending there. They've slammed the door in the faces of the opposition. Cruyff cuts a frustrated figure right now. He just cannot get away.
Look, he could do with someone else taking responsibility to shift the target. He badly needs some help here.
Raul will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Park Ji-sung. Now then, the ball's come loose. And it's Xavi Alonso. That's De La Cruz. Oh, super ball! Oh, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Borussia Dortmund can breathe again. Just.
You know, it was an intervention that had to be made. Serious trouble lay in store.
Now it's Griezmann. Well, that has not gone well. Howson. De La Cruz. Cruyff. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
And the flag has stayed down. Messi couldn't quite force his way through this time, but boy, he had a go at it.
Oh, I was on the edge of my seat then. He just took on one too many.
Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. And reclaimed it in a trice. Now, who's going to be first to this? Xavi Alonso. Ball is over the line. And that's it. My thanks to Jim alongside me, and as the fans make their way home, so must we. Good evening to you. Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. I'm Peter Drury, and seated in the experts' hot seat is our man Jim Beglin.
Glad to be here, Peter, and I'm ready to rumble.
Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. If you're just joining us, we are already underway. With so many teams now playing just one up front, Jim, it's easy to forget, isn't it, that strike partnerships used to be the norm?
Absolutely, Peter, but partnerships have proven themselves to be very productive over the years. They carry more might.
And we've had some legendary ones, haven't we?
Yeah, and how it usually works is that you've got one target man with the other striker playing off him and just looking to add another little bit of devilment.